it was in this room. We were here, and Tim McGraw, God bless him, was here and said, "Go get a guitar." And so we just started playing a couple old country whiskey songs on guitar, and then somehow it merged over into gospel songs, and then somehow it became this worship session. Which, we kind of swam through this whole thing together. And then when Sage passed, but Christopher was sick, you and I became a confidant for me. And I think
the same.
Me for you.
Yep.
Because Michelle and I, we were literally hanging on by a thread. And it's kind of like, okay, show me what to do. And it was like very obvious, several things, but the groups that we formed and doing this podcast and being open in a conversation, it doesn't take away the pain, but it dissipates like by 50%, just saying it to somebody else who understands. What happened to us put me in a place to where I'm like, okay, I've always, let me take a casserole over to someone and then that's it. Like, no, I'm going to sit in this with my friend. Like, we're going to go ahead and just be there. But until you've experienced that thing, like your brother, your son, even a parent at a young age, I mean, at some point, the natural order of things is for the parent to leave, but not when you're 20, not when you're 30, and then whatever time it is, it's strange. But I think this is the first time I ever just said, I'm just going to sit right here and just be present, not try to demand Eric's time, but whenever it is that he's in the mood and needs to talk about it, we're just going to and flesh it out.
And not always having the answers. There's times just being there.
Yeah.
I mean,
not having any answers.
Exactly. Just like being able to just sit in it. I mean, someone was telling me, so a friend of mine and my wife's, she started this organization called Grieving Mothers because she lost her son in a tragic way. And her friend, I ran into her at Starbucks the day before I came here, and she was telling me, it's her best friend. She said that the day when this all went down and our friend Jackie was just on the floor in a puddle, just, pain and grief. Our friend Kathy, her best friend, just said, all I could do is just put my hand on her back, and that was it. I didn't, it was just, I'm just going to be there. And there's a lot of those moments over the years. And, it's so cool if you think about where our friendship started. God knew that we would having these moments together.
Yeah.
And he shows up in so many ways. Like when you guys had everybody get here, when I rolled in and that, 3 years ago, and all those people just came around you guys.
You were here for the music night, right?
No, remember
you were flying in at that moment.
I came in that night, yeah.
It's crazy. So it was in this room. We were here, and Tim McGraw, God bless him, was here and said, "Go get a guitar." And so we started playing a couple old country whiskey songs on guitar, and then somehow it merged over into gospel songs, and then somehow it became this worship session, which, man, when I hear Waymaker, it flattens me to this day. It flattens me because God lifted the roof off of my home and just entered. And my sister we went and switched rooms because there's a piano down the hall, and my sister played piano. It was magical. And while that was going on, you texted the picture it's the picture outside the plane window. It was just like this golden sunset.
It was unbelievable. That picture's on our electric picture frame at home in our kitchen, and I see it almost daily.
Wow.
And so I'm reminded of Sage every day, and that that evening you had here where you guys were just inundated with love with your friends here and the music. And
yeah, it was crazy because I sometimes take music for granted because you do it for a living. You want to ruin something as a hobby, do it for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's occasionally